Good morning, good morning. Definitely did not screw up my sleep schedule by napping during the day and then it's like was it 8 hours? Hold on. I think I napped around like 3 and then I woke up around like midnight. $9 ish, 8 hours and something like that. So yeah, here we are. Oh, blah. Blah, blah. Okay. It says unstable on Twitch, but that's probably just a Twitch problem. Everything should be working fine. Everything seems fine on my end. I guess I can add in this to the title for Twitch. Exclamation mark YT for YouTube, obviously. Yeah, currently also streaming on YouTube. For those that prefer it, you can watch there, but I will probably not read the chat as much. Oops. Oh, you can press escape. Ooh, that's nice. I just like instinctively press escape. Never knew that worked. Nice. Oh, we got. There we go. Okay. Golden glow. It's so tempting to get golden glow. But no, I saved my money. Because I barely have any. Yep. No. It's kind of crazy how Haze can do both. 30% of both. OP. Proviso. Screw it, just throw her in. Fuck it. I don't even know what I want. Oh, screw it. This one's also battle records. XP. Oh, she all the way back there.
なかなかいい部屋じゃないか。今夜はパーティーをやろうか。
ここならよく寝られるかな。
good enough, I think.
ここは停滞するシラクーザとは違って希望の匂いがします。
雑誌の最新号をいつでも買えるなら住むところなんてどうだっていいんだよ。
Oops. Ah! I accidentally clicked. There we go. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
ドクター、ご機嫌いかが？
Merry Kuri. Oh, nice. Alright. What is this event thing? Insider. Same old, same old. Okay. Well, I mean, let's get started, you know? Event ends at January 3rd. It's only a 10-day event. Insiders, Buria, Executor. What do we got here? They say Laterano is paradise. A land of freedom, happiness, and order, one of the few left in the chaotic world. There's no doubt, my child. How was our city built? How did it grow? And how did it prosper? I moved my mic. Nice. Why is there only one at Laterano? Why is it called the Eternal Paradise? If the fires of war burn once more and peace falls into ruins before our eyes, will the world continue to tolerate paradise? Fucking PTSD, dude. The giant halo. Danger level. Maximum. Deploying simulation sequence. It failed. What do we do now? This is GG's. Activating emergency response mechanism. Outputting suitable personnel list. Yeah, this is so slow. I can't even like make it go faster. Oh, here I can, I think. Flashbang. So they can have different halos, huh? They're here, your holiness. Very well. Are you sure about this? There's no precedent for it, aside from canonization of the popes. It's okay. You're correct. I can find no such record in our millennium of history, but that is no concern. I would answer your question honestly if I could. Our glowing faith has warned us that danger is near, but no one knows what it is or how it will arrive. I only see a list of names. First on the list is the main character of today's performance. That's why you propose canonizing him. Still, the title of a saint is special, reserved for the holy ones who built Laterano. I hold the same title. It's different. You're the Pope, sir. You're conceding a significant amount of power. You have the right to participate in a multitude of matters, even policy making. This is no small thing. Easy, Giovanni. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And as I said, there's more than one name on the list. That's absurd. I mean, against the rules. Don't be so quick to judge, Giovanni. We need to find them first. I saw some familiar names. Do you know who's on it? No idea. In that case, I'll let it remain a secret for a little longer. Giovanni. I think I'll visit these friends after the ceremony. Oh, she looks cute. So you're a pie throwing competition at the street up ahead. I had to take a detour because of all the pies on the ground. Is there some sort of festival going on? No idea. I heard a ceremony or something, but I don't know the specifics. Who cares at the end of the day? Let's just enjoy the occasion like we always do. Say, do you think I could fly if I tie myself to these balloons? You don't have a prayer, even if you lost 20 pounds. Don't say that. Maybe I could take off my jacket. It's pretty warm today. Hey, look, new balloons. Hold my jacket. I've got to try this. Dude's he's actually trying to fly. I'm flying. Hey, how do I stop climbing? Oh no, I forgot. I'm scared of heights. Pardon. Man, that hurts, but thanks. My balloons. You popped them all? Did you really have to be so cruel? There's a logical solution, given the circumstances. I guess. Why couldn't you have left me a couple? Got you down, stop whining. Don't mind this idiot, sir. Where'd you get that outfit? It looks cool. Can't say. What do you mean, what's your gift? Looks like a work uniform. There's something unfamiliar about it. I'm not sure it's a standard uniform. You can submit your curriculum vitae to the Curia. They led the Sancta. They built a city and named it Laterano. And when disaster looms once more, a new revelation shall dawn upon the Sancta, and a new guide shall lead forth. The paradise of the Sancta shall remain eternal, as witnessed by the world. We bear witness. We bear witness. We bear witness. You can raise your head now, my child. No, a different name is appropriate here. Raise your head and stand by my side, Saint Federico Giallo. The first chosen of Laterano does not come from the ranks of the popes. Is this guy? A measured reaction, not a fan of balloons. I don't understand. What is the duty of a saint? What is the disaster that looms? Does it call for immediate action? I need to know the details in order to formulate a plan. What the fuck? Oh, fuck off, Twitch. Saying my encoding's too much. I literally haven't changed anything. XD. Average stream bitrate too high? Fuck you. Whatever, I'll fix it next time. I get it seems okay. Hold up, let me just see it real quick. Yeah, it looks okay. I don't know. IDK. An appropriate question, but not one I am able to answer. The warning I received was as cryptic as it was direct. It does not provide a specific answer. Each era has its own trials and tribulations, for which we can only prepare to the best of our ability. It is certain, however, that you have been chosen because it believes that you have the ability to respond to the unknown. I don't understand. There is no hurry, we have time. Right now there are other things we can talk about. This garb suits you, Federico. Makes all this cardinals bickering over the cut and color worthwhile. I didn't think it was a cardinal's duty. Let's not be so strict. People can't help but focus on that which draws their interest. I've seen your resume, Federico, and I can tell you're an outstanding executor. The commandments do not bind your thoughts as they do others, eh? Rules can be broken if necessary. Of course, I can't bring myself to disagree. You judge matters by your own standards. That is why you always carry out your missions effectively, if somewhat unorthodoxly. I have a mission for you. I had intended on going myself, But there are others matters that requires my attention. Now, I found someone who can go in my stead. It would not be an easy task. Expect unexpected complications, the likes of which you have never seen. But I believe you're up to it. I want to see what he chose you. Will you go? Ready for assignment. What is your command? Executor. What are you looking at, Artoria? The flowers, Excellency. This is the only place in the monastery where they grow. I'm glad I made it in time for the bloom season. It's a view worth savoring. Clement will be happy to hear it. Hold up. Is my voice like super low? I don't think so, right? Maybe I turn it up a little bit. Maybe a little bit closer. Is my like overall volume good? Like nothing should have changed, but maybe back to this. Okay. This should be good enough. Should. Test. Okay. It has been so long. It has been a long time since anyone come to see me. Excuse the flowers that he cared for. They used to grow all around the abbey. This is all that is left. It's her. A shame. I understand there is a beautiful story behind them. There was. What about now? Perhaps there still is, but my eyes have grown weak. Flowers are no longer pure enjoyment for me. I've grown too old, spent too much time here. Flowers cannot fill an empty stomach, just as your music can soothe pain but not avert aging. I know things don't always go according to plan. Perhaps this was inevitable the moment our call for help reached Laterano. Now, only the bitter fruit remains. Bitter fruit, even the name itself leaves the bitterness on the tip of the tongue that does not go away. I rather like it, actually. Poor soil does not bear sweet fruits. Poor soil, yes, poor soil. But it's home for people like us. I thought we would find a better and more peaceful life. We had walls that protected us from wind and rain. We had faith unwavering. Our longing for a peaceful life won out over our longing for home. All that was left was to find a quiet corner of the world where we could live in peace. But now, it is as though he is mustering the strength to tear apart that which threatens to crush him beneath his loose skin. His words are replaced by a string of coughs and gasps. How many years has it been? 50? 60? More? When disaster came from the sea, when we rejected the Inquisition's demands and left Iberia to settle here, I've seen children born and then buried those same children. Life has become hard. Life is always hard. Yes, you're right. Look at the living. To where do they belong? I can't tell. Are they of Iberia or of Laterano? We've come too far in too long. Victoria, am I still a Lateran after all these years? Only you know the answer, Aber Stefano Dragrosa. I hope I still am. Then you are. You spoke the truth, Artoria. There's no need to test me anymore. A misunderstanding. I never intended to probe your secrets. I permitted you to stay because of the doors are open to all who bear no ill intentions. But I still don't know what you're seeking, Artoria. What if I said I seek nothing? I take it you don't believe it. Then let me put this another way. Or let me put it this way. Pay no heed to me. I promise I will not interfere with anything here, nor with your decisions. I'm simply a traveler, drawn to this place by the stories here, praying that the ending is a good one. Should I swear in the name of my halo? You're a cunning one, Artoria, but I believe your words. Do all who grow old grow dry and stiff? The lines on his face, once so beloved, now cast only lethargy. The eyes have become clouded by the decades that they have seen. The face should have been warmer, gentler, more Lateran. The holy city never answered all these years, but I never stopped praying. My faith taught me to love, to be kind. It did not teach me to abandon our brothers and sisters, our loyal friends. To abandon the few for the happiness of the many, the devoted would call this shameful betrayal. Do you? I don't have the answer, Artoria. Where does the believer go if faith have betrayed itself? Here's the stuff. Get it salted and dried quickly. It should last the winter. I'll get someone on it. Gracias. The meat will buy some time. I'm sorry. Finding game was harder than I thought, with the weather getting colder. Don't say that. Thanks to you, there will be meat on the table with their children tonight. Don't apologize. Look at what I said, make them something good for dinner. I would love to, but we got to ration. Where's Hyman? She didn't get hurt, did she? Don't worry, she's fine. Really. Don't hide anything, okay? An injury is no small thing. Everyone's been talking about Laterano. They mean no harm. They're just a little anxious. Please don't mind it if someone let something slip. I understand. That's good news. What the fuck is this, Giga Chad? What are you eating to become like that? Fuck. Thought you guys rationing. Haven't seen her all day. And Davy let a group out to look for her. I'll join them later. I have a scout team already. I'll have concrete intel when they get back tonight. Good, carry on. Brother Gerald, are we really going to accept things as they are now? Calm down, Raymond. You know we never had the choice. So we're compromising? What are we? What have all these years been for? What is the difference between us and them? We're just... Raymond, it's enough. I know you don't like it, Raymond. There's still time. If there's someone you want to see, go and see them. Eating, ingestion of food for the organism's survival, is the basis of life and the fundamental instincts of all animals. Eat, digest, metabolize. Activities for the sake of survival. The most legitimate desire there is. I wanted to try to persuade you, but now is not really the time. You're weak. Too many things interfere with our thoughts, warp our judgment, preventing us from following the guidance of our faith. You can no longer hear me, can you? There is no answer. A priest's voice mixed with a strange sound echoing throughout the underground space. The sound of eating, the sound of ripping food apart and swallowing it. Life that has lost its original form grows in the shadows. It's almost winter. The sun has become a rare sight. This building is like a remote island. It has held out long enough. It can no longer hold out. See the gaps in the walls where the drought comes through. There is little fuel left. Many will suffer in the cold without winter supplies. Of course, we're not entirely helpless. There are a couple of small originium veins nearby, aren't there? Originium can be mined there for energy generation, as you have done for many years. But it's dangerous. Everyone knows the risk of oropathy infection. Who would take such a risk if they had a choice? Oropathy is a death sentence on an island like this. You left your home and came here. You accepted the most dangerous jobs in order to find a place to call your new home. You're an indispensable part of this abbey. You still can't hear me, can you? I must admit, I feel a little sad. She looks good. What's with all the broken glass? Fortuna? Good timing. Gives me a hand with this window frame, will you? The wind broke the window. I'm trying to plug it up. Didn't we fix this a couple days ago? I remember my teeth chattering in the code while listening to Father Stefano's sermon. Should I get some tape? I'm afraid tape won't do. The pieces are all over the place and I don't think I can put it back. Sorry. My apologies to me. Clement, it's not your fault. What should we do? Find something to block it up? The wind's rather cold. Should I find some unused fabric? Save it for clothes. It's getting cold. There should be some planks left from when Gerald took these old houses apart. I'll go look for them. That will do for the frame. Thanks, Fortuna. What were you here for anyway? Oh, I wanted to see if there's anything to eat because I missed lunch. It's all Fina's fault. What's my fault? Fina, what are you doing here? Listening to you talk behind my back. I'm just telling it like it is. That wouldn't have taken so long if you didn't keep going on and on about it. Because you were dumb enough to get scammed. I told you to be careful of Lumen. Let me in. She's been talking to everyone and pretending to care. Who knows what she's really after. Oh shit, it's Lemuin. You've been absent-minded lately. Did she say something to you? No, no one said anything to me. I'm not being absent-minded. Yes, you are. Rahala Sancta Tuna, you can't fool me. So is Lumen. Let me in. You know she has no intentions. No ill intentions. Why won't you trust her? Why do you hate people from Laterano so much? We were Laterans too, weren't we? Father Stefano said we can go back soon. Why do we lock up the Laterano emissaries? Why don't we go back? Because Raymond and the others can't go with us. Isn't that reason enough? You want to leave them behind? Well, I don't. That's not what I mean. Then what do you mean? Enough. The abbot has his reasons, say no more. I'll find some planks to board up the window. You two come down. Ah. Can't you sense my thoughts, Fina? Can, Tuna. Never mind, I lost my cool. I know that wasn't what you meant. I was wrong too. You always have that gun with you. You got it from your dad, right? I thought it didn't work anymore. It doesn't. Maybe it's a parts problem. I don't know how to use the gun myself. I'm not carrying it to use it anyways. Owning the gun like it's like this is like praying. That's what Dad said when he gave it to me. He said it was Sancta's practice. I don't know about any practice like that. My grandma's gun is in a canyon. We can share, Fina. I'll try to get it fixed. Then we can use it together. Now let us pray. Here somewhere. Ah, there. There should be enough. I could fix outside window too if there are any left over. Not much fuel left, yeah. Hmm? No one? Am I seeing things? Hmm? Oh? Huh? The terrain is so strange. Do you still call this a desert? There's a canyon below? Mind your step. I never knew you were such a gentleman, Richel. Nothing good ever comes from you complimenting me. Don't be so uptight. Your bank account is safe this time. Is that the nomadic abbey we're looking for? I think so. What do we do? Knock on the front door? You think someone will answer? What do you think, Federico? Aw, shit. That's a big ass city. Approach. Roger, should we do a quick briefing first? Target building has been identified. It is a large mobile complex built jointly by Iberia and Laterano in 1011. Official name, Sanctalaminium Ambrosi. Originally controlled by Iberia, it disappeared after straying from its route 61 years ago. Laterano received a request for help from the abbey 1 month ago and sent 2 nuncios to investigate. Straightforward enough up to this point, so how did we end up losing contact with our nuncios and bringing in big guns like you two? My mission is to discover the whereabouts of Cardinal Aid Lemuin and Legatus Oren Argulas, and to guarantee their safety. I'm also to ensure that the abbey is able to function normally and avoid casualties. So His Holiness wants you to take it easy. Well, I signed up for Lemuin. I couldn't care less what happens to Oren. Your personal feelings are irrelevant. Target status is unclear, and we are unable to determine if the inhabitants of the building are hostile. What do we do then? Infiltrate and investigate? I suggest we take the most direct path and finish this quickly. If they are deceased, I will return their bones to Laterano. Tutorial. Like bleed. The mystery bursting the monster disturbing the residents, and their panic will increase as battle goes on. Stays on the field and does not move towards objective points, and will not be attacked by enemies but will lose HP after becoming terrified. Replace 1 life point on death. Does not count towards the defeated enemy's counter. And please take note, when enemies pass by residents, their panic level will immediately increase. However, residents can calm down when they are next to a holy statue, and they will not be as easily frightened. Residents become terrified when their panic level hits a certain threshold. When this happens, they will quickly expend their energy by erratically dashing around the map in search of a holy statue to pray at. Howdy, howdy, Relics. How you doing on this Merry Christmas? Well, it seems like he's calmed down a little after finding a holy statue. He was just at a holy statue. Praying at a holy statue would effectively pacify the residents and calm them down. Bad news, there's a hole just ahead, and those terrified fellows running amok are going to fall straight in. Don't worry, we can patch up the holes for them with the spare temper we have on hand. Yep. This should do it for now. Okay. Easy enough, you know? Easy game, easy life. HE1. Sure. Easy game, easy life, dude. Story time again. It was autumn at the time, and I was trekking through the Baron's Waste with a few Iberians who were fleeing their homeland. Just when we thought we were going to meet our ends there, the Abbey appeared in front of us. It seemed like some sort of miracle, an act of divine intervention that couldn't be real. The venerable abbot, Bishop Terragrossa, took in those people who had nowhere to go. He was a respectable elder, most pious and devout in his ways. Under his management, the monastery, cut off from the rest of the land by the wilderness, became his own fantastical domain of sorts. Here, people whose lives would normally never intervene or intertwine lived in harmony. Depending on one another, they lived in material poverty but not spiritual poverty, making no distinction between class, all putting their best feet forward to live life. Islamuin! I knew it, this handwriting. Islamuin. When I made my request, the abbot replied to me after an extended silence, saying that while he would not refuse to aid those in need, there was not much he could do because of my distance. Maybe because I wasn't expecting much in the first place, I don't feel too bad about being turned down. If anything, he seemed to be more guilty and chagrined about turning down my unreasonable request than the person who made it in the first place. I am deeply gratified that there exists such a paradise for good people, but at the same time I cannot help but raise this one question. Can this miracle, like a seed that refused to adapt to the soil it has grown in, truly persists on this land? Maybe I've been here a bit too long. It's about time I set out again to Laterano. People whose lives will normally never intertwine, making no distinction between class. Yes, when I first saw the scene, I also doubted my eyes a bit. If I was speaking just for myself, I really hope this piece, rare as it is, could last forever. Are you busy, Senora Demion? Remember that pattern you were talking about earlier? Some of the others tried embroidering it into a quilt with me. How do you think it turned out? Let's see. Excellent craftsmanship. It wouldn't surprise me to find it on display in the store. Now that it's getting colder, the blankets you have with you might not be enough to keep you warm, so everyone pitched in for some fabric. I appreciate the concern, but if you give it to me, the others might not have enough. You should think about it. You should think about them first. I know how I look, but I'm actually plenty tough. I don't get sick easily. But I must say, I'm not sure tough is what it comes to mind when I look at you. What's Laterano thinking these days, sending you so far away? About that, it's a question I like to ask my superiors. I don't fucking know. Tuna. Infina. Why don't we go back? Because we're in the other. Okay, we saw this earlier. Stupid Fina, do you really think I'm that cold-blooded? Of course I'm not going to leave behind the people I grew up with. But we can just stay stuck like this forever either. We can't just stay. Tempers have really been high lately. Is there no better solution? What's wrong? Why are you sighing for this time? That's odd. Why are you here by yourself? Fina is not with you? Raymond. What's that supposed to mean? It's not like Fina and I are stuck together. You might as well be, you're close enough. Just one step from sharing a bed. We do sleep together sometimes though. Hey wait, that's not the point. When did you get back anyway? I heard you went hunting with Senior Gerald. Any luck? Didn't get hurt, did you? Make sure you let us know if you ever do get hurt. Don't be like Senior Gerald, who just toughs it out by himself. I don't need you worrying over me for no reason. For no reason? Who's the one who said nothing until his wound got inflamed? Who's the one who went down into the mines without permission and barely made it back? I know. Let's just say it was my fault, okay? It was my fault. Tuna? Yes, actually, I came back because I wanted to ask you, and Fina, and of course, the others as well. I wanted to ask if you wanted to come with us. The young man stopped speaking halfway through. Raymond? Never mind, it's no big deal. I need to leave for a bit. I might not be back until late. Tuna, can you come to the roof of the sanctuary before dinner? Bring Fina with you too. There's something I need to tell you too. Let me take a look. What's going on here? They even built a road by the monastery. It stretches all the way to the edges of the city. Is it really so cramped inside? I personally think it's plenty spacious. Oh, there's so many people. There's so many people here. It must be tough feeding a crowd that big, especially out in the barrens. See for yourself. Someone's coming. Oh, someone just walked out. Should be one of the residents. Oh, Salvasis. Body with hidden face. Halos, your Sancta. I don't care who you people are or what you're after, but you're not coming any closer. Let's not jump right to drawing swords and crossbows. We only just met. Why don't we all take a deep breath and talk things through? Good afternoon, Senor. The three of us here are from Laterano. Without any ill intent, no need to be so tense. I'd be pleased as punch if you lower your weapon. What brings some Laterans all the way out here to these remote mountains? Sorry I gave more a question than I did answer to anything regarding Sancta. We were sent by His Holiness in search of two compatriots. You're wasting your time, Ritual. It's clear to me that he knows exactly who we are and why we have come. He has hostile intent. You clearly have strong animosity towards Laterano. Judging from the displeasure in your face, from where does your hostility come? I have no idea what you're talking about. You've been standing by the entrance to the side alley this whole time. You're deliberately trying to block our view. You don't want our attention there. So, what is in there? There's no need to provoke the other side, though I'm sure that wasn't your intention. You haven't forgotten the mission His Holiness gave us, right? Low key, low key. We can't afford to make a mess of things again. I wasn't trying to provoke anyone. You Lecterns are always like this, showing up out of nowhere, making a mess out of everything. Given the information we have, your situation wasn't looking good to begin with. We fighting. The air is awfully tense over there. Federico has a way of drawing attention, and that makes the light work of burglary. But that hooded guy over there, something's not right here. Forget it, I'll figure out the math later. I need to find our targets. Let me guess where you might be. Let me win. Looks like no shortage of guests today. Hello, Senior Gerald. I thought I'd get to see Stefano here. His Excellency still has a lot of business to attend to. He just left. He can have gotten very far, so given your athleticism, I'm sure you could catch up to him. Thanks. I haven't heard you hitting the strings today. If you enjoy the sound of my music, I don't mind playing something for you right now. I'll pass. I'm very grateful for the joy you've been able to bring some of our people. But not everyone finds comfort in your music, at least I don't. I can't imagine why a musician like you chose to remain here, but I do hope you won't bring disaster upon us. You think too highly of me. As far as I know, disasters have always been buried in the soil, from whence they take root, sprout, blossom, and bear fruit. If such a seed exists in this garden, it will break through the soil sooner or later. And I am simply a passerby, watching it all unfold. We have no seeds that ought to not sprout. Before long, everything will return to normal. There will be no accidents, let alone disasters. All I ask, young lady, is that you don't do anything unnecessary. I need water. Ugh, sorry about that. Are you giving advice? No, I'm giving you a warning. Such roundabout insensitive words. Though I suppose the fact that you haven't done anything means you're holding back, right? I suppose that's to be expected, given the circumstances. Oh my. Pretty, ma'am. Indeed, no shortage of guests today. Please come in, my unexpected little visitors. My name is Artoria. Would you mind telling me yours? Okay, stop talking like that, Federico. I didn't say anything wrong. Just stay quiet for now, alright? You, young man, let's not do anything rash. We really are just looking for one of our missing colleagues, and whoever you might be, we mean you no harm. That bruiser of yours means me no harm. Well, you have my word. Either way, could you please let us through? If you could tell the man in charge we're here, that would be ideal. Serpilia? Huh? Where did Serpilia go? She's already inside. Just now. Aren't you here to see the abbot? Come with me. A warning first. No running off like that woman. Oh no, hurry someone. We're having a raid. I was repairing the windows just now when I saw something move in the distance. A band of robbers from before, they're back. Kill them all. Nah, it must be because I haven't eaten anything. I'm so fucking cold. Holy shit. Flicks bleed after several attacks. Can I? No, I can't even. No, I can't play on those. Okay.
とからかってあげようっと。
奴らが災いを生み出し戦争を引き起こした元凶なのか。
進め。意志を堅固にするは規律。
Barrage. Do I even need?
悪くないな。邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。
Man, what the fuck? Calm the fuck down, please. Can you fucking not?
了解した。任務概要なんてただの紙。邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。
Oh nice, they're both at the same place. Very nice. Silence doesn't do much damage, huh? Damn it. One of them left. Okay, easy game, easy life. See? Easy, easy. Tuna. Raven's acting all shifty. What is it he can tell me right now? I don't get it, but whatever, he can do his own thing. It's already so late. Only now bringing the food over. Signora Lemuel must be starving by now, and these portions are tiny. Didn't you just eat just a minute ago? I really hope I can feast one day. Just eat all I want without worry. If you all just go to Letterano, you'll be fine. I know you're there. Who are you? Who's hiding over there? Even if you keep quiet, I already saw you. You're in front of the Abbey. Alright, I'm coming out. I guess messed up. I'm sure I have sharp eyes. Was it a light on my wings? I knew it. It was way too easy to pick out Sancta. What's with everyone having different wings and halos? Good grief, and here I was thinking I wouldn't need to be all that sneaky. Never seen you before. Who are you? Okay, Senora, let's put the gun down first. That isn't something a nice girl should be pointing at her own kind. You're a Sancta too. You can feel I don't have anything against you. I am, I guess you can call me a justice bringer this time? Yeah, something like that, since I'm here to save people and all. Fine, if you don't want to talk, I'm going to call for help. Whoa, settle down there. Sure, but you better not scream. Sorry, I didn't get a good job controlling my strength there, are you alright? Who exactly are you and what are you after? There's nothing I can't tell you. I'm looking for someone. Another Sancta, just like me, pink hair, probably is still in a weird chair. She's got a kind and gentle look to her, but her personality is actually anything but. She talking about Lemuel? That look on your face tells me you know who I'm talking about. My lucky day. The food you just brought over, who is it for? I've got a feeling that you take into Lemuel, right? How does she know? It looks like I'm right on the money again. Really need to work on your poker face. So would you mind telling me how Senora Lemuel has been doing? You prefer not to say, huh? Or you're not allowed to? You're hesitating and a bit scared. Am I making things up? I guess you know. You seem to have a lot on your mind, which feels a little odd. How could a cloistered place like this have so much trouble? Where's all that coming from? Are you getting into fights because there aren't many of your own kind here? That's none of your business, isn't it? Are you saying that because the patron firearms you're holding hasn't been maintained in a while because it's rusting? I don't mind helping you out with that. I'm pretty good at gun repair. So why don't we do a little trade? You just tell me where Lemuel is, that's all. Why not tell me? I bet you already have an idea who I am, right? You look pretty smart to me. Did Laterano send you too, like Lemuel? I was. That's enough small talk now. I'm a bit short on time. You're really not gonna tell me where Lemuel is. Well, if that's how it is, that's how it is. Say. Let me take care of delivering that food for you. And that's then. Vale. Is that Italian or something? Alright. No, excuse me. It's Latin for farewell. Last one, that should wrap things up. These people are bandits. They sure know how to make a ruckus. Federico, how are things on your end? I heard a whole bunch of commotion over there. You didn't blow up any buildings, did you? I did not. Great, well done. I'm just wrapping up over here as well. Thank you so much, you two are incredible. I should teach robbers to behave themselves for a while. If we didn't have a riot, I wouldn't be able to get here so easily. As you saw, there's nothing out here in the barren lands except this monastery. Once those thugs set their sight on us, do you expect them to give up? Usually, not that it's almost winter, they'll be coming more often. That reminds me, didn't Benny hurt his leg last time? How's he doing? He's still got a little bit of limp. Only option is to tough it out. We're, I guess you could call us emissaries from Laterano? Ah, I guess from Laterano. How are you called? Executor Federico of Laterano Notorio Hall. Executor Richel. We have another colleague with us, but she's already one step ahead. Senior Federico, Senior Richel. You don't seem surprised. Sure, we knew it was only a matter of time before Laterano sent another. The only question is what kind of guests we will be getting. I thought the next time to send someone over to hand down charges. Charges? What kind of crimes have you committed? Under the Notorial Hall's purview, most criminals see a reduced sentence upon surrendering themselves and obtaining forgiveness for the wronged. Surrender? Sentence? Hold on, Federico. We don't have a handle of the situation yet. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that until we find Demio and Oren. Sorry, we'd like to talk to the man in charge here. Do you think you could arrange that for us? No need. Thank you for your assistance. I'll be the man you're looking for. Sorry, I was one step too late. Your Excellency and Gerald. Brother Gerald. Would you be the most reverend abbot of this monastery? And this Senior Gerald, is he also a community leader? No, he is not. True enough, I'm no such important person. I realize you must have many questions. Please come, let us find a more suitable place to talk. Laterano. Clement, please close the gate and don't let anyone approach for the time being. But, Your Excellency, I'll be here. Raymond, you keep at it. Alright, be careful out there, brother. Brother. Then, I'll be waiting for you at the door. If you need anything, feel free to call for me. Alright, now, no one will disturb us. I am the bishop here, Stefano Torregrossa, and I also serve as the abbot of this monastery. It is a pity that you two came such a long way, only to find our hospitality so lacking. We have no need for meaningless pleasantries. Under the power vested in us by His Holiness Pope Evangelista the 9th, or the 11th? Is that 11? I think that's 11. The 11th? My colleagues and I come to locate two Lateran nuncios. I ask, where are Lemuel and Oren Argulas? Hold on. Roman numerals 11. Yeah, it's XI. Because it's subtract from the left. If it's smaller. Fucker's doing math, dude. Is it? I actually think that's like a giga way. Like a super good way of like promoting intellect in your society. Just make everyone have to do math to read, you know? Holy shit. Like granted, reading is, it's only reading numbers, right? But I suppose I have no choice but to tell you. Signora Lemion is currently a guest of our monastery. But do not worry, we will never mistreat a guest, and her safety is assured. What about Oren Argulas? The whereabouts of Signor Oren is actually what I wanted to ask you. Is it not the case that you arrived so quickly because he contacted the Lateran? What? Senior, I'm afraid your statement is inconsistent with our intelligence. It is our understanding that Sanctile Minimum Ambrosi sent a distress message to Laterano. We dispatched 2 nuncios in response and lost contact with both of them. And so His Holiness sent us to find our people and investigate the situation. Does any of that conflict with what you know? We were unable to retain Senior Oren. By that you mean you weren't able to keep Oren restrained. You can say that again. He was on edge the whole time. While inviting Signora Damion to remain our guest, he took advantage of the distraction and slipped out. We don't know what happened to him after that. Oren escaped but hasn't shown us how to contacted us. Does that ring any alarm bells for you? Yes. Could add a little more than just yes. My becloaked friend. I can't imagine any of the ordinary residents here would be quite so in the know. Who exactly are you? Think of me as the hunter here, or maybe a bodyguard. No need to worry about me. Alright then, we'll just run with that for now. Set Oren aside for now, we demand a reasonable explanation for Signora Demion's circumstances. Why would a monastery need to restrict the movements of the Lateran nuncio who came to offer aid? Your answer would determine our subsequent actions. Considering you are both Lateran emissaries, you should already be familiar with the monastery's history. Our knowledge is limited to the information in the mission briefing. Over a decade ago, we entered the wastes to avoid a catastrophe, ran out of fuel, and the monastery has been trapped here ever since. Unable to communicate with the outside world, all we could do was try to farm for ourselves, but the soil in these parts is mostly fallow. There's not much food, and not much food grows these days. And that's not all. The beasts that wander the barrens, and robbers even more vicious than beasts, all pose grave threats. We never had much choice, so you decided to take in vagrants wandering in the wastes. Take in is far too generous a term. No, we did no such act of charity. We were merely accepting people who had no home to return to. There are many reasons a person can be uprooted, or can become uprooted, and we did nothing more than offer them a new place to stay. Stefano, a point of clarification. There's one thing I'd like to ascertain. Hey, don't. Reverend Executed. This is most unusual. I'm finished. He's a fucking devil. Really just went for it. But this is definitely something, Your Excellency. Can I ask you to explain what's going on here? In the heart of the Lateran Monastery, why have we found a Sarkaz? Well, I guess that's that. I apologize if you find this offensive, but what are you doing here? I already told you, I'm just a hunter, Gerald the Hunter. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you believe me. A fucking Sarkaz. You know, that reminds me, like, how does like Lateranos feel about Amia then? I mean, she's supposed to be the prince or the king, right?
ご機嫌いかがかな?
Also, we'll be checking everyone that does not have skin. Anybody uses this on class conversion. Fuck. Can't even check. Class locked. But I do have it. I don't know if they have an opinion on me for which outfit is for her, the Healy form only, and all the rest are for her caster. And her guard is getting shafted hard right now. Man, I like her guard class though. It's so nice. So much damage and so cool. I mean, granted, I'm not like my story progress is only 9-1 or not even 9. It's just first act. First act done. Act 2 soon. Soon TM, you know? Wait, is it Act 2 or is it Act 3? Act 1. This is initial. Act 1 and Act 2. Yeah, never hit. I just set as healer at the moment. I don't use her as healing. I see. For her caster. Her caster does a lot of damage. I like her guard just because it's fucking cool. Yeah, I don't really need more casters, I don't think. But I have to progress the story to have her a medic, right? Ugh. Fuck my throat, dude. Like pairing her with Lemuel on her S2 so she doesn't stay stunned at all. I've heard that strategy. I don't have Lemuel though. Fuck. All my Laterano people. Can you sort by race? No. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. I expect I'll be struggling on the EX in the later stages of this as well. Chair of meditation. That's a chair? Neato. EX is always an annoying pain in the neck, yeah. Oh. 2 more hours till resets. I did all the missions today, right? At least I think it's 2 more hours. Yeah, okay. It should be easy enough. Artoria. In a place far, far away, there once was a village where the people led happy lives. Some built homes to shelter the others from elements. Some reclaimed farmland. Others set out to hunt, search for ores, at the same time fought back scoundrels who would take the village for themselves. No concept of ego existed among those villagers, no difference between self and other. No one could survive without the rest. They lived together in that small village and called it home. But nothing good lasts forever. The soil yielded less and less. Hunting became more and more difficult. And as food dwindled, stomachs grumbled in hunger. The cold months crept closer and closer, but there was not enough fuel for heat. Something had to be done about this, and so everyone said, this must be a trial given to us by the Lord. and we must pray for forgiveness. Just at that time, a group of well-meaning people came by, and upon seeing the plight of the village, spoke to the head of the villagers. Come live with us in our city, but we can only bring those who are most like us. Come and enjoy a better life. All you need to do is leave a few of you behind. I don't like this story, Senora Artoria. Why not? Starving is really bad, it hurts. Yeah, it's bad, and so is leaving your friends behind. Yes, that is a very correct idea of collectivism, with a little bit of heroism mixed in, or even romanticism. Romantic stories do have a way of stirring the heart, but it is exactly that romanticism and high-mindedness that has a way of confounding others. Naturally, neither you nor I are immune. Big words, I don't get it at all. You're talking like a weirdo again, Senora Artoria. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was my mistake. Let's go with a different story then. What would you like to hear? I want to hear a hero story. Yeah, I want to become heroes. I want to be a great hero, just like Mama. Wow, your mama sounds amazing. This fucking guy. Be good now and give me just a moment. I'll pull for Artoria one day, probably. Like, she's nice. She's very mysterious. Arknights pull wishlist. Artoria. There we go. Add it to my list. I seem to have caught you at a bad time. Am I interrupting you, Artoria? You ask despite already knowing, Most Reverend Bishop Aulus. Aulus? Apologies, it was not my intent to displease you. I merely came to bid you farewell. Owing to the addition of the unexpected traveling companion, I plan to leave as soon as possible and escort my companion back home. Allow me to offer a prayer for this pitiful soul. I'm not trying to fight with you here. Especially not in front of the children. However, pitiful should never be used to describe one's resolve to live. Resolve. The amount of control we have of our own lives is often not as perfect as we believe it to be, and no one is ever the wiser until proven otherwise. Think of things that one must never do. They are often already done by the time their senses return to them. Does the act of blame contradict the heart's inner desires? Who is to say that our so-called resolve is not just a coping mechanism used to deceive ourselves? At times like these, where are our truest emotions and intentions hidden? When will the day come that one's thoughts, emotions, and actions can truly be unified? This is not the point of your inquiry, sir. It seems that today what the fuck? Hold on, I swear I can read. Please. It seems that today is in which a great many things will unfold. I hear a commotion outside, as if some acquaintances have come knocking. If I were you, Bishop Aulus, I would not be in such a hurry to leave just yet. Sorry to keep you waiting. You took forever, Senora Artoria. So slow. Please forgive me. Why don't I tell it an extra spectacular story to make up for it? You want to hear a story of a grand battle between heroes and villains? I do. Alright then, you must listen carefully. A long time ago in a faraway castle, there lived a young boy. The boy didn't express much emotion and rarely spoke, but he was incredibly fierce in a fight. Executor? I told you I'm just a hunter. If that's not enough to satisfy you, then I don't mind trying something else. I'm just an ordinary, roughly middle-aged Sarkaz. I do not believe that is the entire truth. That weapon behind you, you carry it always. You actively conceal your movements, which is mercenary's habit. That's for self-defense. You saw yourself, those bandits are always raiding us. Things aren't so peaceful here. That does not explain why you have a mercenary's habit. I've got farm equipment in my hands more often than up in these days. I hunt for a living here. Sometimes I work in the fields or in the mines when I have to. No need to get all excited about these old hands of mine. I'm just an ordinary guy bound up by life. Federico, stay mindful of a mission here. I don't think now's the time to be chasing hypotheticals. A reasonable determination. Would your excellency mind explaining the situation? Sorry to bring you trouble, Stefano. No, you have nothing to apologize for, Gerald. As the two of you might surmise, over a decade ago, Gerald brought a small group of sarkists to the monastery. At the time, they were stranded in the Barrens without food or ammunition. When they found our monastery, they had no choice but to try to make contact. You didn't expel them, so they chose to settle here. Is there a difference between driving out those who's been cornered and driving them into a corner yourself? I guess that makes sense. At first, not everyone was accepting of our new neighbors. But rootless hatred and prejudice have no purchase when survival is at stake. We provided a place for these people to stay, and in turn, they helped us deal with our own problems. Our food shortage, the bandit threat, and our gradually depleting energy supply. They relied on us, so we also relied on them. But you still chose to send messengers to contact Laterano. A choice made in an absent of choice. Laterano is willing to provide us with assistance, and is also willing to welcome us back in. However, even Lemuel, the nuncio willing to grant us the most concessions, still held one non-negotiable condition. Sarkas have no place in paradise. No place? Why? On the basis of race alone, just because they are Sarkas? Are they any different from us? Without these stalwart brothers and sisters, we would have lost our fight for survival long ago. Where was Laterano during all that time when we were supporting each other? So let me beg the two of you to once again plead to the wisdom of His Holiness the Pope and to your faith. The haggard old man raised both his hands. He both appears to be holding up his faith as well as crumbling beneath its overwhelming weight. The Sanctus faith is formless, intangible, nowhere to be found. His fingers grasp for the hails above his head in vain. The old man's hands gradually slipping until they cover his face. What Lemuel said is correct. There will not be Sarkas in Laterano. Nor will Laterano allow any Sarkas through her gates. This is a fact. Enough, Stefano. I already told you we can accept it. You go to Laterano and we'll find a place to start over. That Nuncio Lemuel promised us some support, but in name, we have to go our separate ways. It's always been a fact. The fact that they even offered us that much is already more than I expected. It's much more than enough. No, it shouldn't be a fact. It's certainly not enough. Don't get it? Don't you get it? That we even normally have to go our separate ways only to make this all the more ridiculous. Sorry, Stefano. We've given up. What? What do you mean? What I mean is, you don't have to subject yourself to all this just for our sake. You don't need to be so hard on yourself. I've talked to the others. We decided we're leaving. What are you saying? I assume that settles things, Reverend Executors. We'll leave. It just means letting go of a group of destitute refugees. You can do that, right? The Notorio Hall does not harm innocent civilians. I'm glad. Really, Federico? I do not lie. How should I put this? Well, whatever. You're leading this operation, so if that's what you decided, I don't object. I swear to you, a Sarkas has never been in Lateran Sanctorium. I swear to you, a Sarkas has never been in a Lateran Sanctorium. That in itself does not constitute a crime. Really, no. How should I say this? There's actually no explicit prohibition on it. Bishop Stefano Torregrossa, I will continue to pursue the whereabouts of Oren Argulas based on your testimony. May I take it that you've accepted the conditions put forth by the Lateran, that all monastery residents, with the exception of the Sarkas, will be resettled in Laterano at a later date. If you remain silent, I would interpret that as your tacit consent. Time. I need a bit more time. I would finish my final sermon and spend one last night here. Please give me just a bit more time. And at the very end, I will give you an answer after matins tomorrow. Is that like a fucking Yeah, morning service. Okay. All of them before dawn. Holy shit. Fuck that, dude. Kidding me? Imagine going to church before dawn. Holy fuck. Could not be me. Man, dude, it's like, oh god, that sounds disgusting. I don't do church in general, TBH. Same. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? But it's kind of ironic seeing how, as my entire family except my dad are all baptized Christian or otherwise, and myself are not either. Understandable, honestly. No, I'm too lazy. Too much restrictions. I will give you an answer after matins tomorrow. What do you think, Federico? Fine. No, I wish to meet with Cardinal Aide Lemuin. Signora Lemuin is our guest. Of course, you may visit her if you wish. Understood. In that case, we'll take our leave. Hey, wait a second. At least say something first, Federico. Am I still holding on to some of my old merc habits? Looks like even after all these years, some habits die hard. Gerald, are you absolutely certain of this? Sure, Stefano. You know I wouldn't joke around with this stuff. We're all bound by the need to survive. What you said was no lie. Anyone home? I brought your winter clothes. That's weird. Where is everyone? Where is everybody today? Vina, what are you doing standing around here? Oh, Caroline, perfect timing. I came by to drop off everyone's winter clothes. But with something going on? I've been walking around all day and haven't seen a soul. What are you all busy with? We have some stuff to take care of. Thanks for coming all the way out here, but we're fine with what we have. Already have enough winter clothes, so you can take these back. Also, tell the others not to worry about us. What are you talking about? When in the last few years have any of us had enough to get through the winter? Aren't you still wearing that light coat, Caroline? The temperature's going to drop pretty soon, so we need to get you into something a bit thicker. You know, is something wrong? What's that in your hand? Oh, it's nothing. Just some hardtack. No, let me see it. The Sancta girl reaches out to snatch this post hardtack from behind the other girl's back. Almost instinctively, she splits the dry, hard thing down the middle before she is pushed away. Stuffed inside the hardtack, our truth hidden away all this time, finally exposed to her eyes. Bran and sawdust. Did you say you had more than enough food? Then why are you eating this? Tell me, what depths have we stooped to these days? The door isn't actually locked, but the guests outside still continue to knock and wait for a response. This used to be a secret code agreed upon by several friends from school. So much time had passed that Nemuin thought she forgot. But the facts proves that she has not forgotten. The meaning of the code words tap over the guest is rescue successful and first arrival. Come in. Solve room service. Gracias, please put the food over there on the table. Do you need a tip? Can't just ask if you need a tip. It's gotta come from the heart, right? I guess you have a point. You don't seem surprised at all, Lemuin. Are you disappointed that it's me? Of course not. The fact that you're here means news of this place has already reached Laterano, right? Well, more or less. That Orin guy actually left you behind and ran off by himself. When I get back, I'm going to tell Mostima Yameta. Mostima mentioned! Very nice. Cut him some slack, won't you? Alright then, back to business. I know His Holiness wouldn't send you here alone, which means I need you to report your mission as well as who's with you. Switch to business voice, huh? Alright then, Cardinal A. Lemuin. This mission was commissioned directly by His Holiness and is led by Federico, executor of the Notoria Hall. The other functionary is Rachel Colombo, another executor who volunteered to come. Our first objective is to locate you and Oren, and the second is to investigate this monastery. Alright, Federico also has another mission to maintain order. Unfortunately, I think His Holiness picked the wrong guide for the job this time, and that concludes my report. I see. So, His Holiness actually sent the Federico, huh? Okay, I get the gist of things. Gracias. Gracias, Ria. Again with the nicknames, come on, you should know better. So, what are you going to do next? On the surface, it looks like your movement has been restricted, but in fact, it's you who doesn't want to leave, right? If you wanted to leave, nobody here could stop you. My legs aren't fully healed yet. Like, that makes a fucking difference. You trust me too much, Ria. Though I suppose that's fine. Alright, it's true that I decided to stay behind. If Federico is trying to arrest the bishop here on charges of false imprisonment, I'd appreciate it if you could clear up the situation for me. Also, sorry, but I don't plan on leaving just yet. Mind if I ask why? The reason, let's just say that diplomacy isn't something that can be settled with guns and bullets alone. When it comes to a shootout, the odds are always in my favor. But if I have to sit down for a negotiation, I need to tread carefully or I might end up persuaded by the other party. It just so happens that I get along quite well with the residents here, so I want to see who ends up changing their mind first. Oh, when you put it that way, it sounds like you're planning on compromising. Back in school, you watched me for an entire year just to make sure I showed up to class. I thought it'd be a shame if you couldn't get your diploma for attendance reasons. As for the problem we have here, I still have a friendly attitude at least, right? I knew Oren would report the situation here, which is why I chose to stay behind. I've had a bad feeling about it, and I don't want to provoke the bishop any further. With all the information I have on the monastery now, if there ever arises another opportunity to sit down at the negotiation table, I may be able to get him to relax a little and accept my proposal. I'm glad you understand. That's not what I said. That's what you're thinking. I kinda hate empathy sometimes. No, don't talk like that. How much do you know about the situation here? Enough. Nothing special about it other than a group of Sarkas. Did you know they sent a total of 3 messengers? Leah, what? I had the impression that you never liked field missions. What made you sign up for this one? Maybe because I want to see you? Liar. Anyway, I'll find the others and explain your situation first. But to be completely honest, I don't think what you're doing here is going to accomplish anything. It's worth a shot. We're getting scary and scary, Lemuin. Not like it matters though. Finally mustered the means to reach out to me. Here I thought you abandoned the mission after seeing Lemuin. Who knows, might not work out. No joke, please spare me. You brought it up? Alright, I don't have time to chat either. Let's talk business. Dealing with guys like him really wears you down. But the pain in the ass, this mission, never would have taken it if I knew. Huh? Who's there? Who's there? Oh, I didn't think you actually follow me, girly. It's Tuna. Fortuna seems cute. I can't have you running around the monastery by yourself. I need to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't do anything bad. And there's also a favor I'd like to ask of you, and of course I'll pay you back for it. Tuna. Let's see. Flour, eggs, and where's the leftover sugar from last time? I've been trying so hard to scrounge up leftover ingredients for dinner after every day. So why is there so little? I need enough for Serpilia, Alva Stefano, Fina and Raymond, and also Petrus Gerald, Petrus Camlent, Senora Caroline, and it's not going to be enough, did it? Puna? I'm coming in, okay? There's something I want to tell you. What are you doing here? Oh, Fina, I was just about to go look for you. Do you still remember when I helped Amida Nina with farm work for a month? Where did I put that bit of white sugar I got in return? How long ago was that? Where are you going? Where are you going now? What do you need sugar for? And where'd you get all those cooking ingredients? Wait, Tuna, don't tell me you're still trying to bake sweets at a time like this. If you know what's wrong, are you mad at me? I wasn't trying to hide food from you. I just wanted to prepare a surprise for everyone. Tuna, don't be mad at me, okay? I promise you'll be the first one to have some after I'm done. Tuna, you... Forget it. Just put those things down. Now is not the time to be doing stuff like this. But what? But I promised someone I'd make the herb Bazilla as a gift. A gift? Yeah, she helped me fix my patron firearm, so I have to thank her. It's like a miracle, Fino. Once this gun got fixed, I felt something different about it. Just holding it in my hands. It's like how I knew how to use it from birth. Look, it's even prettier now, and the two of us will be able to use it together from now on. You know what, Tuna? I actually never cared that much about my own firearm, or for Avila Stefano's sermons. I don't even care that I've never seen Laterano. Can I even really be called a Sancta? Maybe I can, but I care about you and Raymond and Alva Stefano and Petrus Gerald and Petrus Clement, Amita Nina, Caroline. I care about everyone here. This is my only home, and they are my only family. No one's talking about Artoria. What are you talking about, Fina? Of course I care about everyone else, just like you. No, it's not the same. If you were just like me, if you knew how hard Raymond and the others have it, then you wouldn't be in the mood to make your joke of a pizzella at a time like this. You wouldn't be so naive. I kind of feel like you changed after those people from Laterano showed up. Huh? Of course I haven't. Tuna, that gun of yours, was Lemirin the Lateran who fixed it up for you? Your Excellency, I've allowed the two visitors freedom of movement around the monastery as you ordered. But are you sure it's alright? You don't look so good. Do you want to get some rest first? Oh, Clement. There's nothing you need to worry about. Go ring the bell. This week's sermon is being moved to today. And go tell the others. Gerald, are you and your people coming? Sorry, Stefano, we still have a lot to prepare. I can't say how many of us will show. I understand. But are we seriously going to accept their terms? Do we absolutely need to leave behind our own? Enough. Go, Clementary. Alright. If faith had betrayed itself, then I too must make my decision. I must repent. Repent! Alright. We have 2 blocks. Okay.
Exia, Engo. 進め。生命を救済しうるは慈しみ。バッタ。ついてきて。
I need to switch her to fucking auto. I need them to go to the other one. That'll be easier. I'll put no. What the fuck you, dude?
お前の死を映すアップルパイ簡単だ命令を黙っていろこれが戦場というものね
Do not panic.
了解した危ないわねこれ式のことにも私がこういう香りは好き
Damn it.
お前の死を映す
Oh, I need much more DP. Fuck. Dude. Okay, alright, but alright, okay, alright. You think you're funny? This is fucking panicking.
今回の任務を甘く見ていたようだ
Okay. Easy game. It's just my hands are a little bit cold, you know? My hands are cold. That's all. Switching to this.
誰かに指示を出すのは苦手だ
Well, it should be enough. Love several of the angel characters, but the story really makes me to look at them as a community and people. I mean, yeah.
その意味を見極めないと
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they are, right? They're
進め生命を救済しうるは慈しみ切りつくちょっとからかってあげよう邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ
oh my god, are you kidding me? Sarcasms are in general more relatable than Sankta? Yeah. That's how it is, right? Oh, this doesn't reach? Damn.
危ないわねこれ式のことにも私が出張らないといけないの
Hey, what the fuck?
お前切りつく
Calm the fuck down.
私をここに簡単だ
I thought I didn't would think here. Oh, you fuck.
はい焦らなくていいわよ全員分ある
奴らを抑える
黙っていろ
Oh, so close.
諦めるな
Nine GG's. A friend, on the other hand, was held but met a friend from the community had a whole discussion that I would not even hesitate to fall. The friend, on the other hand, was hell-bent against the idea of being a fallen. Yeah, I mean... so far I still don't understand the difference about or the difference between Sarkaz and Sancta that much. Yeah, I've fallen Sancta the Mustima. Like I don't, like, let me put it this way. I would, like, as of right now, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, for sure I'll go for it, you know? But the thing is, I don't know like the full context and the full repercussions of it to decide yet. Yeah. Yeah, I got a bot. Yo, cheap viewers on some network that online? Man, these guys never give up, huh? This is when you just... Oh, I can't do the quick ban on here. Bam. Yeah, these guys never give up. I mean, it's like scam calls, right? It's fucking annoying. But like, at one point, because I'm a fan of Mustima, and a couple of friends have just straight up banned the word viewer. I don't think that much is necessary, you know, because I think the bots do become like they have like a threshold of viewers that they engage with. Like if a stream has a certain amount of viewers, they don't engage. Like on the couple times that I played Arknights and there was no other streamers going, a lot of people were watching and I wasn't getting the bots at all. But I don't think it's necessary to just ban the word viewer. Granted, if you I can completely understand why, you know. Yeah, I completely understand why you would just want to do it, because it's fucking annoying, right? But I think it's I can just do it by myself. But I hope throughout the story I would be able to learn more about the difference between, or the relationship between Sancta and Sarkaz. Because obviously I align myself more with the Sarkaz, honestly, as of right now. And I don't fully understand the repercussions of being a fallen angel, per se. So I'll have to see. Hold up, checking stuff. It is interesting though. I read only a little bits about the thing. But yeah, we'll see what happens, you know. Clements, Gerald, are you coming to ring the bell with me or something? The only things we know of as far as repercussions go, you grow horns and a tail, and you lose the empathy that all insecta have with one another. Yeah, I mean, you lose empathy when you harm another sancta. That's how Executor doesn't have the empathy. That's how a bunch of, like, Artoria probably doesn't have the empathy. Like their halos are black, but they don't grow horns and they don't have tails. So I think Fallen is like you can lose empathy. What the fuck, he was born that way? Damn, unlucky, I guess. Yeah, from my understanding is if they use their patron gun to shoot their comrade, which I think it just means like another sancta, they like the repercussion is not being able to use empathy anymore, and obviously being like a branded like, oh, you hurt one of your kind, because everyone can see. But I don't fully know why or how you to become a fallen. But anyways, like, I'm definitely interested in the story. Let's see. Play through the guide ahead and the story. Nope, not yet. I will soon. TM. Gerald, are you coming to ring the bell with me or something? Is that weird? It is. I asked you once before to help me ring the bell and you were having none of it. You ended up sending Raymond instead. I guess that did happen. I thought you didn't like the sound. Yeah, once you get around to that, you'll pick up on some more stuff that make even more questions. I hope it's interesting. Can't say either way. After all these years, you still haven't gotten used to it. You have to forgive me. This sound doesn't carry good memories. Clement, do you still remember Eileen? Eileen, how could I forget? If the two of you haven't saved me back then, the bandits would have thrown me down the canyon long ago. She was the one who insisted on saving you. I didn't want to stick my neck out. You're not supposed to say that to my face. Mango. We set up a camp last night. Didn't get the greatest haul, and it wasn't easy to handle either. Raymond bled his game while I lit the fire. I was watching the tiny flame gradually sputter to life. I don't know what came over me, but I suddenly started thinking of Eileen. To be honest, I hadn't thought of her for the longest time. It was only when she came to mind that I realized I can't even remember her face. She was always a bit of an outcast among us. She once told me that seeing the flowers all over the monastery and hearing the sound of the bell would set her heart at ease. There aren't many flowers to look at these days. Sadly true. Eileen loved the sound of the bell here up until the day she left us, when she insisted on waiting until the bell rang to close her eyes. So that's why you don't like it. Maybe I'm just afraid. Afraid it'll be a harbinger of bad news. If only we had enough medicine back then, her injuries might not have taken a turn for the worse, and it might not have come to that. There are no ifs. I hope she finds salvation. Yes, we all do. Gerald, is it true that you decided to leave? Yes, I didn't think it'd be this sudden. I should have told you earlier, but never had the chance. It's probably going to be hard for Raymond and Fortuna for a while. Those kids have always gotten along. They're not going to take it easy. Raymond's too young. He was so little when he first came here. He doesn't remember a whole lot. He doesn't yet understand what it means to be a Sarkaz. But he will understand. He will come to terms with it. Perhaps that is the Sarkaz's fate. Fate isn't a pleasant word. You have a point, but I can't find a better one. Alright, I should go visit Eileen. We'll be walking different paths from here on out, so I guess this is where we part ways. I'll go with you. It's only a slight detour, and won't get in the way of anything. Oh right, look, the blooming season just started, so we can pick some flowers to give to Eileen. I'll go with you. No, Clement, you're confused. What? I'm a what? This isn't the path meant for you. You go up those steps over there, keep going up. The scenery is prettier from up there. But you get to see the beautiful scenery. Go ring the bell, Clement. Don't waste time. That is where you belong. Take care, brother. Fina. Fina. What are you talking about, Fina? This has nothing to do with Senior Lemuin. Liar, who else could fix up a patron firearm for you? Only Lateran. Why would you think that? How can you tell if I'm lying or not, Fina? Do you get how I'm feeling right now at all? I really wish I could understand, Tuna, but I just don't get it anymore. The halo says you're telling the truth, and that your pain is no less than mine. But if that's true, how do you still have the heart to sit there baking pizzelle? How can you spend time around those Laterans like it's nothing? I just don't get it, Tuna. Fina. This is because I want everyone to live their best lives. What do you mean? We don't actually have a choice, do we? Even though Ava Stefano never said it himself, and nobody talks about it with us, I've always known, deep down in my heart. Laterano would let us back in. I overheard them saying that our monastery is actually a very powerful building, and Laterano absolutely will want us to go back. I also know that Petrus, Gerald, and the others, they might not be able to come with us, but I still want to try my best. If I can get the Laterans to understand that Gerald's peoples are good, then maybe what? They'll agree to let us all live together in Laterano? I get it now. Is that why you're always so willing to chat with the Libyan woman? You think you're putting in good words for them? Did you beg her? You think we have to get on our knees and beg for Raymond's people to not get left behind as edits? Fina, you're trying to get them to change their minds, so what do you have to show for it? I'm still working with them. You're wasting your time. Wasting in a hope and a prayer, Tuna. How are we different from Raymond or Caroline? Raymond can do way more than I can, and Caroline is a lot smarter than me. See, you get it. They're splitting us up. They've accepted us as their people, but at the same time they're looking down on the ones we truly belong with. I can't accept it. I'd rather not go to Laterano at all. But Fina, did we agree that one day we'll leave these wastes and go to Laterano together? That we go live in a world without hunger or cold, a world filled with flowers rather than empty barrens as far as I can see. That's just childish dreaming, Tuna. Do you really think so? You think it's just an empty dream? I'm not as optimistic as you are. All I know is, ever since those Laterans showed up, the air in the monster has gotten weirder and weirder. It's true, our lives here have been incredibly difficult, but I've never resented that. I love listening to Alva Stefano's sermons and Petra's Gerald's story about the past. Sometimes, when we didn't have enough food, she just said she didn't care about the sermons. Sometimes when we didn't have enough food, Caroline would slip us a couple extra pieces of jerky, or Amitanina, would give us extra scoop of the thickest veggie porridge to Raymond when we get together and share it. I was fine with that. But what about now? Everyone's always talking about how good Laterano is, but all I've ever seen of it is those people messing up our lives. I understand you need to vent, Vina, but you can't blame Senora Lemion for that. Am I venting? Okay, maybe I am. But have you heard what everyone's been talking about in the privates? Have you noticed that Petrus, Gerald, and the others are coming by less and less? While you've been busy delivering food to Lemuel, while you've been busy making your stupid pizzelle. Do you have any idea what Caroline's people has been eating? You don't know anything. What? Wait, what are you saying? What's going on with Caroline? I didn't know. Yeah, you don't know anything at all. It's not your fault, it's mine. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I never would have known how bad the situation actually is. Tuna, if there are halos, you can feel even a fraction of what I'm feeling right now. Then hand your patron firearm over. Vina, what are you going to do? Just hand it over. There's no reason for us to pray to these things. Give it to me. Something's wrong with you, Vina. It's too dangerous. I can't give it to you. Why not? Didn't you say you share it with me? I did say that, but this is different. You say you didn't get me at all, but I should be the one saying that. What's gotten into you, Vina? Wake up. I'm all too awake. I've never been so awake. You want to talk about prayer? About the empathy only Sancta have? I've had enough. I don't need to be special. All I want is... You can't. Vina, don't be like this. Blap blap. Why is it loaded? Or is it one of those like magical bullets that just like appear in there? Vina. All I want is for everyone to stay together. Wait, did she... What's wrong with you? You're scaring me. Did she shoot her? Huh? Or did Vina shoot herself? Like accidentally? Yo, finally caught up to you guys. So what's the word? Everything going well? Sir Pelia, you need to notify us in advance if you're going to act on your own. Don't be such a hard-ass, will you? All I want is to finish the job as soon as possible. First, the good news, I found Lemuel. She's inside a monastery. And then the bad news, she doesn't want to come with us. She always has her own agenda. Couldn't get through to her at all. Hey, don't frown at me. Go drag her out yourself. You got what it takes. Alright. Huh? Alright, wait. You gotta be joking, right? No. Sir Pelia, let me give you a little insider tip from the notorial hall. What is it? Federico never cracks jokes. He is incapable. I will locate her myself and discern her thoughts. What, do you think I'm lying to you or something? I can't be certain that you're telling the whole truth. Federico. Now I understand why so many girls in Korea have you blacklisted. Holy shit. Ah, fuck, I'm hungry. Ah, fuck, singing streaming. Well, whatever, let's set that aside for now. What's the situation over there? Did you manage to talk to the people? Senior Rachel. Is this one with you? Yes, we're all colleagues. What else would you want? What else do you want to know, young Sancta? We have nothing here. Nothing at all. We also have nothing to say. You shouldn't have come. Amita Nina. How could you say that? We were the ones who reached out to Laterano. You didn't have a problem with it then, did you? A problem? I should have told Stefano a long time ago not to expect anything from Laterano. Yes, Julian. Throw them out. We never should have let the Laterans in. We don't need their help. Get them out of here now. Now! Calm down, Amita Nina. What's got into you? Weren't you just saying you welcome our guests? Seems like the two of you need to sort some things out in private. Is there anything I can do to help? So sorry. Amita Nina here just got a bit worked up. I don't think we need any help. I just need to take her to get some rest. Come find me if there's anything you need to talk about later. Yeah, make sure she gets some rest. That was kind of odd. Looks like things aren't going too well for you over there. What was that about? Things seemed fine at first, but then I had no idea what happened. Federico, you were the ones who wanted to interrogate the residents. Did you notice anything? That woman's mood was unstable. Well, it's not unusual for a person to change their mind mid-conversation. It's rare for someone to forget the topic entirely and change their demeanor. And so you mean, I do have a theory, but it's just speculation at this point. I will discuss it if the likelihood rises significantly. Then that's that. Besides some of the residents being kinda loopy, you must have made some other discovery. Come on, Reverend Executors, let's put our heads together. So putting it plainly, the bishop dumped all his extra work just for the sake of the Sarkas living here. Then we mentioned that we were willing to bring them back to Laterano. He's leaving everyone out here to starve in the cold just for those Sarkas. He detained at Lateran Nuncio just for those Sarkas? Yes. Seriously? First that traitor Anduin leaves, and now we get this merciful, compassionate bishop? Yes. There's actually a fucking whistling sound? Bruh. Alright, cool. I'm not exactly into drama, but see out of his mind. No wonder Lemuel couldn't agree with him, considering what the Sarkas did in Londinium. Those Victorians dukes are probably furious. If word got out that His Holiness would cavorting with the Sarkas right now, his plans for the Summit of Nations would be through. Sounds pretty serious. Federico, if I remember correctly, the task given to Lemuel and Ornum was to provide assistance and reclaim the monastery for Laterano, right? Correct. A good call, seeing as how the structure could serve as a fort and has rather unique history. Definitely could have come in handy. Especially when the time comes for us to reach out to Iberia again. At least for now, there is no need for us to stoke conflict and burn bridges here. By the way, Federico, do you recognize that Sarkas back there? Yes. Who is he? A mercenary. The average conversation between the two of you is about as interesting as what you ate last night dinner. This is so true. Federico, how much do I have to pay you for a few extra words? You name the price and I'll send the bill to His Holiness. I've never considered this question. Give the guy a break. Alright. We know now Lemuel is well, but what about Oren? The guy ran off a while ago. Even Lemuel doesn't know where he had ended up. But he's pretty good with his self-preservation. If you ask me, he's probably hiding somewhere, planning his next move. No one's talking about Artoria, huh? Holy. A bell? Where's that sound coming from? The ring of a bell signifies the beginning of the sermon. Should we head over? There wouldn't be anyone in the monastery during the sermon, so we could look for Oren. No, I'll attend the sermon. Well, we'll talk about out of character. I need to discern the overall condition of the monastery to judge whether it can maintain stable function under its current circumstances, or if outside intervention is needed. Attending a sermon where a large number of residents will be present is a good observation opportunity. I suppose it does make sense if you put it like that. But shouldn't you be prioritizing something more clear-cut issues? Or For example, Orin, or is there something else you worry about? You're overthinking. I carry out my duties the manner I find logical. I'm sorry, my mouth is getting a little bit tired. And it's cold, so. Uh-huh, the bell's ringing? That's strange. The abbot normally doesn't preach at this time, so why is the bell ringing right now? Oh, Clement, talk about great timing. Do you know what's going on? The abbot rang the bell because he decided last minute to deliver a sermon today. Let's head over to the chapel. We should go, but we haven't finished our work yet. Why the sudden sermon, though? Does it have to do with the Latherans? Are they here to cause trouble? Why would you ask that? It's not a big deal, just tell me if it's true or not. Hey, tell me, are they not letting us to go to Laterano because Gerald's people are here? Where'd you get that idea? It's been on everyone's mind. The Sancta and the Sarkas are on bad terms, right? If not for that fact, we might already be back in Laterano. Well, there's no point talking about any of that now. I just don't know how the abbot feels about all this. Clement, just forget I said anything. No, nobody's blaming anyone, and there's nobody to blame for in the first place. It's just that the winter's not easy, the cold's awful. Yes, I understand. Everyone's just thinking, if we could go to Laterano, we have food and clothing and work, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Soul the White Angel, thank you for the raid of 1 + 1, baby. Let's go. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Chrysler, everyone. Everyone's just thinking, if we go to Laterano, we have food, clothing, and work, right? Yeah, we're just going through the event right now. Although it's unfortunately you came at this time because I'm probably gonna end right after this scenario. Because I'm giga hungry. I haven't eaten anything for like 18 hours. Maybe 12. I can't remember. It'd be nice if there's some forest nearby. At least we'd be able to forest some branches to start a fire so the kids could stay warm during the winter. At least the kids could stay warm. But would our lives really improve after we get to Laterano? Probably. I mean, where else would we go? You don't need to worry yourself over that too much, Clement. God will protect us. What was that sound? What's going on this time? That sound. A gunshot? Holy shit. We keep going. Let's go. Da da da. Clement has rung the bell. Yeah, I'm like giga hungry. Now I should prepare my final. Who's there? Fortuna, my child, is that you? Punctual as ever, please take a seat until the others arrive. I still need to finish a few things. Tuna, what's the meaning of this? Oh shit. So she did shoot her. They grow horns of a Stefano. Help me. The bloodstained girl stumbles towards the stunned old man one step at a time. The dim light finally illuminates the girl's face, revealing spotty traces of blood, as well as the black horns protruding from her forehead. So they do just grow horns like that. In front of her stands a statue of a gun, touting Saint bathed in light. But behind her lies a trail of blood that cannot be erased. Sancta blood drips onto the chapel's floorboards, giving off a dull sound. It is a deafening sound, one that opens all eyes wide. The patron firearms used for prayer finally slips from the hands that were clutching it tightly. Why is her halo not like black? Huh? Is it a little dim? I'm not sure. I don't know if like this left side is like a little bit dim or not. Oh. Don't cry, sweet child. What happened to Delphina? She's hurt. It was me. I hurt her, Ava Stefano. Please save her. Father, are you alright? What happened? Tuna, what are you doing here? Is that blood all over you? You. What happened here? Huh? That's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this for real? Yeah, you fix her gun. This ain't funny anymore. You people, again, what the hell is going on here? Why has Fortuna grown a pair of black horns? The executor steps in the chapel under the watchful eyes of the others. The fallen angel continues to weep, but Stefano has no choice but to turn his eyes to the visitor. The response from her halo is showing fluctuation, and her horns are growing from her head. This is a clear indication that she has fallen. She has broken the commandments.
私のネイルの色が好きかしら。何で染めてるか当ててみたら。
Okay, so they do just grow horns like that. But what's like what makes them only have black halo? Like Rayleigh said, Executor was born that way, so that's unfortunate. But that should be like an exception, no? Feels like Artoria doesn't have horns. I guess we'll have to find out later. This was a short stream either way. Yeah, I am gonna have to go eat before I starve. GG's, thank you all for showing up for this short stream. My sub schedule is absolutely absurd. It is non-existent. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be doing more of these events either later today or tomorrow. We'll see. And GG's. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great holiday. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye-byes.